Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. That is the AC Show. I am Chris, aka Mr. Carl Science, and this fine young gentleman by me is
Aaron, aka the Handy Outdoor Nerd. Thank you for joining us this fine evening. Yes, we are delayed about 7-8 minutes behind Mr. Chris Carroll.
Yeah, it was all Aaron's fault,
This,
really.
yeah, 100%. Someone had a whole bunch of files uploading to OneDrive.
Yeah,
and
who was that?
was
Aaron?
pixel. Yeah. Apparently, I do that, because I don't have my own server to upload my stuff to.
Yeah, something weird was going on. My computer was uploading everything to OneDrive, and I don't know why it was doing that. It just kind of started all of a sudden, and it was making it so super late. So I don't know what was going on, but it's fixed now. So luckily, I got my bandwidth back, and we got the bandwidth back together. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. So glad to have you. It's always a pleasure to have people on the stream with us. If you're watching this later on, you didn't watch it live, and you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Anything you guys do, whether it's likes, comments, whatever, it really helps to motivate us to keep doing the show. We don't do it for money because we don't make any money.
No one wants to pay us.
No one wants to pay us. But hey, you know what? Listen, you guys own some companies and you want to sponsor a really fun show, hit us up. But we got a really fun
Eddie
show
always
coming up
points
today.
out. Eddie always points out late.
And
Yes,
it seems like we're always late when it's my week. What the heck? Yeah, I don't know. What's going on, Brian? It's good to see you guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. So today we got a couple things coming down the pipeline. You are all fired. Dang it. And we never got hired in the first place. So that's, man. We were just interning. Was this our unpaid internship that we just got fired from?
Probably so.
Wait, you know what, Eddie? You know what you can do is you can join us on an episode of the AC show, and we can make sure that we are not late on the day that you are on our show, just for you.
Is OneDrive trying to start
Just
back
for
up
you.
on your computer?
So anytime you want to be on the show, you just hit me up, man. Oh boy, did I freeze or did Aaron freeze?
No, you're getting real pixelated.
I'm telling you right now, if my OneDrive is uploading again, about to open up a can. I'm just saying.
Of bacon and beans.
Bacon and beans. Well, I just asked who was frozen, and they're telling me nobody. Let me do a speed test.
Yours got all pixelated and gargly goopy.
I'm looking at 45 megs right now, so I should be doing okay. All right. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. So we got a little bit of a fun show. Aaron, would you like to start off with some cool prints you got anything you want to show off to us?
I would, but my cool print's printing.
Oh, started the show too early. Should have waited an extra hour.
Well, I was hoping it would be done, but I knew it wouldn't. But it's printing. It's got about an hour and 46 minutes remaining.
Nice.
I can show you what it's going to be, though. So let's go ahead. Pop that up there. And if you want to know what it's going to look like, on the mirror look. That I will
Yeah, Brian says, "Hey, it's a bunch of supports. Yay! You're printing
I know.
a whole plate full of supports."
Pretty much what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and delete that. That's not the one I want. That's the sliced file there. Oh, where did I put it?
Is this a proprietary slicer for this printer?
No. There you
Oh,
go.
it's a big one.
Yes, I actually had to scale it down to fit.
What is what's the print volume of your new printer?
155 on the Z, and I'm trying to think. Let's see. Actually, let me go and get to scale. Rotate. 90 on the Z. Now I can fit the scale. So that's as big as this is going to print right now. That sounds super exciting, Chris.
It's gonna be 100 degrees tomorrow.
That's
100.
gonna suck. That's gonna suck. For you. Did you see my? You probably didn't see my tweet that I did for my two different colors. So this is the original green translucent, and this is mixed with black.
I like that. I like that kind of greenish tinge to it.
So it's gonna. That's what the dragon's gonna look like. That's the color it's gonna be.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Because I know how I would be. Did you mix those colors simply because you were too lazy to change colors?
No, actually, I wanted to mix the colors.
Because I would be too lazy to actually change the colors and just be like, whatever. Chris looking like a farmer today. I am. So my son, yesterday was his birthday. Turned 7 years old. And for his birthday, we wanted to do a Super Mario birthday party. So this is my quick and dirty Luigi costume.
It's a Luigi.
Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of he's got a whole bunch of teenage cousins, and so when they came in today, I said, "Hey, yo, it's a me, your boy, a Luigi." Overall, I like the outfit. Yeah. You know what's funny is is I have these overalls for one reason and one reason only, and that is to dress up like Luigi. I've had these overalls for like 6 years, and I probably wear them once or twice a year just to dress up as Luigi.
That's funny.
There will be treats in the package for him. Ooh. Well, depending on how good the treats look, I may or may not let him know.
Oh, wait, Kathy, you mean these packages? They come from the land down under.
They come from the land down under. Oh, I don't want to sing too much of that. Get us demonetized or anything.
That's why I said they come from the land down under. But this one is yours.
Nice. Which one's heavier?
Ah. And I say it's yours because this one also has my name on it. So this one had your name on the top.
Nice.
So.
Hey Thomas, how you doing, buddy? 3D Print Viking just popped in.
See that? How's it going, Thomas?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was hoping to get his sent out to him today or yesterday. That just did not happen. Was supposed to go to Wonders of Wildlife yesterday. My son had a doctor's appointment. He got shots yesterday, and yeah, that went really well. He just was so upset from the shots, and he got up 5 o'clock this morning, and well, we would have been at Wonders of Wildlife like an hour yesterday, so we didn't go. So stayed, went today, but he was up like 5 o'clock ish, maybe a little bit before 5, just crying. He was burning up from the shots. They usually give him a high temp afterwards. So he's been really bad all day. And I got a text 6 minutes ago because I also converted his crib over to a toddler bed today. He just rolled out of the bed.
I when we take our kids to get shots, we've started having them break it up into different sessions. So they'll give them a couple of them one day, and then we'll come back like the next week and get a couple. We'll come back because they give them sometimes like nine different vaccines like all in one day. And it's just a lot, and it always makes them sick and miserable, and they don't like it, and so
yeah, it wreaks havoc on their body.
We've started just asking them, hey, can you break it up into like 3 different sessions, and we'll just come back 3 different times. It's just overall it seems easier on them. So Kiddobots transform and roll out. All right. Well, I don't have any cool prints to talk about today. I have some things that I 3D printed, but I don't have them with me right now. Over the weekend, last weekend, we had our robotics competition. Eddie says I refuse to let them do more than 2 shots a week. Yeah. It's just really hard on my kids. I mean, when I was a kid, I don't know how many shots I got when I was little, but it never really affected me that much. But with my kids, I've noticed it does. They just don't feel good the next day, and it hurts them a lot, and so we just split them up. But yeah. The family show, Brian. The family show. So we had our robotics competition this last weekend, where we competed virtually, and they're going to be doing all of the judging this weekend. So we're going to find out how we did. So I'm excited to see how we did. Got everything all put together. I had to edit together a video. On Monday night. And that's what really started all of this OneDrive nonsense. I edited together this video, and then I went to upload it to Google Drive. And for some reason, when I tried uploading something into Google Drive, all of a sudden my computer wanted to upload everything to OneDrive. So I stopped it, but now every time I turn my computer on, it starts uploading again. And so it's just causing me some issues. But I got it figured out, and that's why we're here. So anyways, I will give you guys an update next weekend on how we did in the competition. So I don't really have any super awesome cool prints for today, but I do have a little bit of a lighter session planned for us. And that is 3D printing meme review. Session 2. So I decided this time, instead of going with 3D printer memes, this time I Googled 3D printing jokes, and it came up with quite a few interesting jokes. And so we are going to go through some of these and give ourselves a little bit of a light time while Aaron is tuning his printer here.
Not tuning, just taking a picture.
When you accidentally print your bachelor thesis in 3D printer.
Ah, yes.
It comes out as poop. I like that one. That's pretty good. You forgot to turn the 3D printer off last night, didn't you? Coming soon, new 4-story office space. I like it. I like it. I read that one. I didn't really get it. Your pointy-haired boss wants to know if you tested the new 3D printer yet. Why aren't you answering my question? Whatever, success. I don't get it. Oh, he 3D printed a copy of himself. Now I see it. Now I see it. Yes. Because this is how 3D printing works. You print a copy of yourself so that you can sit there and look interested while you actually do other things. Oh, here, look at this one, Aaron. Knitting, the OG of 3D printing. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's not a joke. It's just being silly. I accidentally sent this week's data charge to 3D printer. I feel like they're trying too hard. Hey kid, have you ever seen one of these before? Wow, cool. You made a 3D model of the save icon. You know why you can tell this is false? Because kids nowadays do not know what a save icon is. Click the blue square. Manufacturer files for bankruptcy. 3D printer company asks clients not to print 3D printers. Stonks. We don't have enough place settings for everyone. I'll plug in the 3D printer. Do a couple more. 3D printers are getting incredible. I think we're not far from widespread deployment. And you know what that means? Spam containing actual enlarged. Oh, well, nope. Can we buy a 3D printer so you and mom can make a baby? Oh boy. This is like.
Come on, Chris. This is supposed to be like, family friendly, and you.
Listen, I didn't pre-screen these jokes, okay? It's not my fault that people are making bad 3D printing jokes. This right here reminds me of like you versus the guy she warned you about or whatever. This is probably what would come out of my printer. This is what would come out of my printer. It's a 3D model of my wife. If that doesn't deter burglars, nothing will. Oh boy. There you go. The original 3D printer.
How about last time?
Play-Doh things. Yeah. Rent a 3D printer, print a 3D printer, return a 3D printer. I'm curious. Oh, there you go. Free ice cream, my favorite kind of 3D printer. I like it. I like it.
And he says you versus Rex.
There you go. You versus Rex. I like it. I like it. So that was the next installment of Meme Review. Guys, if you follow us on Twitter or on Facebook or wherever, feel free to send us your own memes or create your own memes, and we will review them on the AC show because it can be kind of fun, especially because we have some pretty creative ladies and gents in our community. And so I'd very much like to see what you guys can come up with. I challenge you, Aaron, to a 3D printing meme battle next week on the show.
Now. Did I lose you, Chris? Yeah, I think he'd be frozen. Yeah, I figured. His OneDrive must have turned back on. Well, yep, that's about it. Let him go. Let him go. Oh, Brian. Oh, you got some jokes. Pretty much. It's the A show. I thought about bringing out a project I finished up this week, but I didn't do that. But I posted it on Twitter. It's not like I can be starting again. Yep, that's pretty much how the beginning of the show started. And restarting it. This is he crashed. That's what you get for having OneDrive on your computer. True story. It will wreak havoc on your system. And then you will crash. Yes, I am firing Chris.
It is called bloatware.
Yes, I am.
It's called bloatware. Bloatware is stuff that's installed on your computer that you didn't ask for. It just comes from it. Just Thank you, Kathy. I just need retraining. Don't fire me. All right. I just need to be trained better. No, this is a brand new computer, Thomas. I don't know what the heck's wrong with it. I don't know. It could also be that I just have a bad Wi-Fi connection because my router is like all the way on the other side of the house.
That's why I hardwired my stuff.
What's that?
That's why I'm hardwired.
Yeah, see, but right now I'm sitting at 45 megs again, so like I should be good, but I don't know. Oh, anyways.
So I was talking with Kathy on stuff we possibly send to her, and she's got a sense of humor like me.
Okay.
Dark and twisted.
Dark and twisted.
I was like, oh. So she's discovered some of my weird sense of humor that I have. It's like, oh, I would send that. She goes, whatever you send me, I'm opening up on camera. I'm like, yeah, I'm not sending that.
Oh boy. The fun.
Because it's like, send some stuff from America. And I was like, well, what could I send? What could I send? Dark, twisted sense of humor. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get with Wellbot and see what kind of stuff like that we can think of that doesn't exist there, because there's probably a lot of stuff that we'd be like, oh yeah, I bet they don't have this, and then it should be like, yeah, we eat that every day or whatever. So
now I remember one thing Angus took when Angus would come here. And always take back, it's those whatever things you squirt in your water.
Mio?
I think so.
Those flavors.
He would literally pack a suitcase full of those things.
Full of Mio. That doesn't represent American culture though. Like I've never ever had that ever.
I've tried it. One of my brothers did it. I was just like, that doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good at all.
Yeah. Kathy, do you have any requests? I'm curious what kind of stuff that they don't have in Australia that they have. Like, like one thing that was interesting. The AC show, they have it because she's watching it right now.
Well, so it's not in Australia; it's in America.
That's true. We're gonna have to go on a field trip. Have to go on a field trip. When so I actually lived in Brazil for 2 years, and while I was living in Brazil, it was interesting. Some of the things they didn't have in Brazil that you just kind of take for granted, like graham crackers. Like they didn't have graham crackers, and it was something like. It's not like I ever really even ate graham crackers, but man, I was in Brazil and I was like, man, I want some graham crackers, and I couldn't just go buy some because they didn't have them. Or peanut butter. No peanut butter in Brazil. They don't have friendly scorpions. You know, Brian, I'm not going to say anything about deadly animals and living in an area, but I live in Arizona, and like the kind of creatures that we got in Arizona, maybe they're not the same. I won't say they're as bad as Australia, but there are quite a few things that if you said, like the murder hornets thing, we were like, bring it on. What's one more thing? Like that's nothing. we already got that, you know. I'm not scared of that. We got scorpions. I'm not scared of scorpions. I mean, I'm not going to take a sting to the hand on purpose, but
no, I don't know why anyone would want to.
I'm not going to run screaming like a baby away from it either. At least not on camera.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought about things that they may not have in the land down under that we have here.
Should we research this?
Well, not right now, but yes.
We're going to do some research.
Apparently, we're doing some research right now.
Well, we don't have to do it right now. But I'm looking at a thing. I'm looking at a blog post from 2009. But
it's quite a while ago.
But some of the things that they're saying, mostly it's saying send Mexican stuff. Like send hot sauce and Mexican candies and stuff like that because they won't have that in Australia. But it says like chocolate bars, Oreos, Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. They don't have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups? Well, you see, the thing is, Brian, it's not so much that I'm scared of scorpions, but at the same time, it's like, is there one over there? You got to constant vigilance, Brian. Constant vigilance. We have that, yes. So they do have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Yeah, maybe it's just outdated.
Well, it is from 2009.
It's from 2009. It's too late. I'm gonna have to do some legit research. We're gonna have to get with Willbot and see what we can figure out. And I say get with Willbot because I want it to be a surprise for Kathy. What the heck? You guys ever take surveys on your phone for money?
No. Not on my phone.
Ooh, root beer. That's something that doesn't exist many other places, root beer. Kathy, would you rather root beer or root beer extract so you could make your own root beer? Yeah, we have some pretty deadly rattlesnakes here, Thomas. Ooh, crazy story. So one day when Elliot was just barely, he was pretty young. He was not even a year old. And I had just gotten home from work and I went to go pick him up at my in-laws' house when we lived next door to my in-laws. And I went to open the door to go up the hill and get him. And when I opened the door, there was a rattlesnake like less than a foot away from the door. So I opened the door, I see the snake, and I slam the door. And I heard the rattlesnake's head thump against the door where it had struck at me. And I closed the door right before it struck. So it was a little scary. I went and I took care of it. I gave it a dose of acute lead poisoning. And that usually takes care of it. Are you familiar with acute lead poisoning, Aaron?
Oh, yes.
But
yes, just make sure the condors don't get to that.
So, Kathy, let me ask you this question though. What about maple syrup? Like, they have maple syrup in Australia? Because that was always something, like when I was in Brazil, that was something that they always asked for was maple syrup. Send maple syrup. And so people would send like maple extract, then you make your own maple syrup for pancakes and stuff. So I gotta ask, maple syrup or Oreos? They have Oreos. It seems like they would. Like surely they do, right? Not much of the real stuff. So maybe I'll send some maple extract or something. I don't know. Gotta find something that just screams American. Gotta find something red.
Beaver secretions.
I will say that's pretty redneck. I'll give you that. That's pretty redneck. You heard it here first, folks. Kathy, be expecting that. Aaron's sending you some beaver secretions. You never know when that's going to come in handy in Australia. I've heard it repels the wild kangaroos.
No, you flavor your food with it, man.
You do?
That's what they use it for.
Okay, is that what you
vanilla? That artificial vanilla flavoring is from a beaver, and so is raspberry. What's the other one? I'm trying to remember. There's like 3 of them, but yeah, they put it in a lot of stuff.
Well, I gotta tell you,
Brian. Yes, everybody loves it.
I use real vanilla extract, so. In fact, we made our own vanilla. You know how to make vanilla?
Yeah, with vanilla bean.
Vanilla beans and vodka.
Yeah, actually, I've got some in my pantry.
And then you just let it set for like years.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Oh, Brian, not even gonna go there, man.
Well, that's what it's from, Brian. Yep, that artificial. So,
I'm fact checking this right now. Live fact check. Artificial vanilla flavoring.
True story. That's where it comes from. Can't believe you've not heard of this, Chris.
I'm trying to find like. Okay, National Geographic. That one's all right. This article is called "Beaver Butts Emit Goo Used for Vanilla Flavoring." That's what the name of the article is called.
But it's not their actual butt. There's a gland above it that secretes it.
No, I just want to read the article. All right, well, I'm not going to pay to read an article in National Geographic. Get over it. Yeah, so what Thomas is saying is what I read is that they get a lot of vanilla extract from vanilla pulp. Vanilla pulp. No, not vanilla pulp, sorry. From tree pulp, like pine tree pulp and like pine tar and stuff. They use that a lot to make vanilla extract. But yes, there is a gland near a beaver's rectum that is used to make vanilla. And bee vomit, you like bee vomit?
Honey, yeah.
Yeah, honey's pretty good. But surely they have honey there in Australia, right? So all right. Let's see.
There you go, Chris. You got an article now.
What is castoreum? Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. Castoreum can be used to make artificial vanilla flavoring. But that's not what I'm asking about. I'm asking is that what it's made out of, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what
is that like
a lot.
exclusively made from that? And since
Well,
when is
no.
it easier? Since when is it easier to milk a beaver? I can't believe I'm saying
Milk.
this on live on stream. Since when is it easier to milk a beaver's butthole than it is to just grow a vanilla bean?
Depending on where you're at, one of the biggest places that actually does vanilla beans, and that would be he's trying to think the actual island. Anyway, there's an actual bee because it's from Mexico, is where that usually actually originated from. The bee is native to Mexico, and they actually sit there and pollinate the vanilla beans by hand to get your vanilla beans.
Nice.
I mean, they literally do this. It is nuts. So, milking or pollinating billions of trees by hand.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What?
We have not done. Let's see if we still have it even. What happened to our banner? I don't even have the banner. I got to make a new banner for this. Make a new banner. Here, hold on. I can't believe it's been this long since we've done this.
Are you going to call it Bruce?
I don't remember what it was called. We used to have a name for it, but I can't remember what it was called. It's been that long.
Are you going to name the banner Bruce?
Oh. I thought you were just calling me Bruce. I thought you meant because I'm hulking out with my green shirt on. It's a me, your boy, a Luigi. 3D printing news. We've not done 3D printing news in a while.
It's been a hot minute.
So I'm going to head over. I've got all3dp.com pulled up. All right. So we're looking at 3D printed food. Let's see. Where's the actual stories here? Let's go to... I want to see... Where's that page that has all the most recent stories on it? Man, 2020 is just like the worst, isn't it? This is the most exciting news we have is dentists can now 3D print teeth.
Yeah.
They've been doing that forever already.
Well, technically they got it set so they can get this 3D scan of your mouth, and then they use that scan, to print the 3D model so they can custom make everything for you. That fits perfectly. And so that flesh tone resin right there is a special resin for it, actually, and that's, I think, NAQ sells it for close to $50 if I remember right. So yeah. I don't know where he went now. Stuck on a page with 3D scanned and printed teeth. It's one thing if I could control it, but I can't. Oh, let's see. Yeah, actually 90% of the vanilla down there is from, he's gone. Sea oil. Interesting. 8% is from pine, etc. So, yeah, definitely learn something new every day. Can't quite see it. I actually take a picture and show you guys. Blurry. Focus. Does not want to focus. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So that's the color green that it is. So it's, what are we at? 78% complete. It's got an hour and 5 minutes remaining. It's on layer 1042 out of 1,323 layers. And he's back. About ready to throw your computer into the wood chipper?
Not my computer, my router.
Ah.
Getting frustrated, man. I might need to call the stream good for today. I'm getting a little frustrated. It keeps kicking me out like that. I really apologize, guys. If you're watching us live, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you guys are, watching the replay and you suffered through me leaving over and over and over again, I apologize. I appreciate all your guys' support or whatever. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
He just can't decide whether he wants to leave me or not.
If I was less frustrated, I'd be a little more quippy, but I'm too frustrated to even come up with a good response. Should I stay or should I go now? So I'm sorry. I'm thinking we're gonna have to just go ahead and call the stream good for tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna get things all fixed. Soon daylight savings time is going to change back, and once it changes back, I'll be able to do my streams a little bit later, and in Arizona it'll be later, and so my kids will already be in bed, and I'll be able to do them at my desktop computer that I can hardwire into the Ethernet. So I'm sorry, I apologize, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. And like I'm saying, if you guys follow us on Twitter or wherever else, send us 3D printing memes or whatever. Oh, actually, all right. Before we end for today, Aaron, I challenge you to a 3D printing meme contest. Next week, come with your best 3D printing meme, self-created, and I will come with mine, and we'll have our audience vote to see which of us reigns meme supreme. You're going down. You are going down. No, you don't want to do it, or no, you're not going down.
I'll try. I'll see if I can get one done.
There's an app. I'll send you a link. It's called Mematic. You use Mematic, and it lets you use all kinds of. He's like, oh, I don't know. He's scared. You see that, guys?
I do have boots on, by the way, Kathy. So
look at that. Barely. They're just barely hanging on. Your feet are your knees are shaking so bad they're falling out. Also, I found something awesome at the store I got to send to you. So
sounds good.
I'll send you something.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining us this week.
Memes
we'll
and
catch you next week.
You can make memes in Teams. We'll catch you guys next week. Send us your 3D printing memes. We need to get some awesome memes going in the 3D printing community. Send us your 3D printing memes on Twitter or whatever, and we'll maybe feature them, and we'll have a meme review contest next week on the stream. It'll be on Aaron's channel next week. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will talk to you next week.
Yep, and I will post pictures of the dragon on Twitter once it's done.
Yes.
So
excellent.
You guys, about, hour and a half. So later, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye. Out. Bye.